इसे सामने से कर देगा एकदम जितना हो सके।
लाइट आपने बैटरी लो कर रखी है ना, विजिबिलिटी ना।
हाँ,
डिस्प्ले लो कर।
किसी फ़ोन से चेक कर लीजिए कि ठीक आ रहा है कि नहीं।
मैं चेक करता हूँ। इसमें दिख जाएगा।
नहीं, हाँ लॉगिन है। ब्रो ऑलरेडी लाइट ठीक आ रहा है।
महाराज के बैठने के बाद
अगर हम इसे
इतना फोकस रहेगा ना महाराज के ऊपर।
अगर हम इसे ऊपर करके और सामने कर दे तो
हाँ ऊपर करके तो भी चलेगा, लेकिन महाराज को नहीं दिखेगा, महाराज की विजिबिलिटी कम हो जाएगा ना।
हाँ।
जितना महाराज के पास लेके जाओगे,
अगर हम साइड से लेके जाए तो
टेढ़ा व्यू आएगा वो, तो महाराज इधर का नहीं देख पाएंगे। इधर का वहीं रखिए, लेकिन उसको जूम कीजिए।
ये थोड़ा जूम नहीं होता, बहुत सारा ही जूम होता है। आ रहा है क्या प्रभु जी? यस सर।
Okay, set up.
यस माता जी।
I call Prabhuji. हाँ, sorry, महाराज।
ज़्यादा ही जूम हो गया।
जूम कौन लगा रहा है?
मैं रेडी है।
आप तो हो रहा ऑलरेडी। महाराज को
आ रहे तो कितने बात कर लगा लेते।
महाराज बैठेंगे तो एक बार सेट कर देना।
हाँ
मैं इधर देख के आपको आइडिया देता रहा हूँ।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। नमो कृष्ण पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी भाषाचारिणे।
कर देंगे वो आएगा ना एडजस्ट कर
कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि
ये माइक उधर पे लगा के क्या ये सेटअप पे रहते थे, दूसरे फ़ोन में कर लेते। नहीं
से ही चेक करो, मेरे फोन से ही दिखा।
ग्रुप पे कौन सा ये है?
Zoom पे ही है। ये कनेक्टेड है, ये लगाया
मेरे वाले में कनेक्टेड है। एक बार महाराष्ट्र में जाके देख लो, ये बढ़ तो नहीं रहे, दिक्कत तो नहीं दे रहे। सेंटर में तो नहीं है।
थोड़ा अच्छे से बिछा लो, थोड़ा अच्छे से बिछा लो। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
गालिब बाकी है।
वॉइस चेक करिए ना कहाँ पे
ये क्या बोल रहा है?
So open the first page. That goes Swami Ashtakam. Krishna Kirtana Gananartana Paro Premamritam Nidhi. धीरा धीर जना प्रिय प्रिय करो निर्माचर पूजितो श्री चैतन्य कृपावरौ विभुवो हरवन्तारको वन्दे रूपं
त्रातं च दीनौ च यो राधा कृष्णगुणाश्रिते मधुरिमा नन्देन सम्मोहितो वन्दे रूपसनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवगोपालगो राधा कुन्दतटे कलिन्दतनया तीरे च वंशीवटे प्रेमोन्मादवशादशेषदशया क्रस्तौ प्रमत्तौ सदा गायन्तौ च तदारेर्गुणवरम् भावाभिभूतौ मुदा वन्दे रूपसनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवगोपालगो हे राधे व्रज देवी के सरलिते हे नंद सुनो पुटा Swami ki jai. So I hope you got the soft copy of today's session and yesterday's session also. The notes which have been celebrated in Hindi, that's not going to be the real notes. Somehow, I was not going to print it and give it to you. Anyhow, so chant those verses along with me. The first 14 verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are the Mangalacharana verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Since we chanted yesterday, I chanted one line and you chanted the same line repeated. But for now, we'll chant together. Vande Gurunnisha Bhaktani Shamnishavatarakam Tatparasham Tatshakti Krishna Chaitanya Sanjagam Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodiko Gaurade Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Kanonudo Yadadvaitam Brahmo Manishadi Tadatyasya Tanoha Yatmam Haryam Vishaha Isosyam Shavevavaha Shreishware Purno Yaya Bhagavan Sasvayammayam Chaitanya Krishna Jagati Baladatvam Paramya Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunyavatirnakkalo Samarpaitum Nakochularasam Svabhakti Shriyam Harigurada Sundara Dudigadamba Sandipitaha Sada Hridaya Kandare Spratura Satinandana Shri Mona Krishna Pranayami Kritagladini Shaktirasma Ekatmana Vibhuvi Puradeha Vedam Gatoto Chaitanyakhyam Prakatanaduna Tatvayam Chaikyamaptam Radha Bhavati Sulitam Nam Krishna Sarvapam Sri Radhaya Pranayami Mitrisho Vaniva Swadyo Yena Godamadrima Mitrisho Vamadiya Saukyam Chasya Madanavata Mitrisham Vintilobha Tadbhavati Samajani Suchigatma Sindhu Hindu Sankarshana Karma Koshai Gatbodhashai Chapayotishai Sheshasyasyam Sakala Sanitya Andasyaram Sharanam Namastu Mayadi Devyami Vaikuntaloke Purneshware Shri Chaturvyuhamathe Rupam Yasyodvata Sankarsanakyam Tam Shri Nityanandaramam Prapathe Mayavarta Jandasangashayanga Eti Sakshat Karanam Bodhimathe Yasyetam Shri Kumanani Devas Tam Shri Nityanandaramam Prapathe Ikam Sam Shila Garbhodashayi Yetnam Yam Yoga Sangasanayam Lokasastu Sutikādāma Dhātus Tam Shri Nityanandaramam Prapathe Yasyam Sham Paramatma Kilanam Oshta Vishnuvādi Durgādishayi Om Yurtas Kalasya Pyantas Tam Shri Nityanandaramam Prapathe Mahāvishnu Jagatkarta Mayāya Shijatyada Tasyavatare Vayam Advaitacharya Ishvara Advaitam Marinadvaita Acharya Bhakti Samshana Bhaktavataram Ishvantam Advaitacharya Mashre Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupasya Rupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. So there are three verses which are the Sambandha Adideva and Abhideya Adideva and Prayojana Adideva. Please chant along with me. Jetam Surato Tambur Mamandanateyavi Vatsarasvara Radha Madana Mohano Divya Vrindaranyagalapadramādhara Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Shira Govinda Devo Veshvali Sevyamano Swarami Sriman Rasarasarambi Vanshivata Tatasthita Kashyadrema Svane Gopi Gopinata Shestuna Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Chandradaya Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Tina Thakura Gaudiya Ke Karyachana Atmasat Jai Tina चरणवंदन तेरे मोर मात क्रांतिरारंभ करी मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान दीनेर स्मरण दीनेर स्मरणे भय विघ्न विनाश अनायसे भय निजा वांछित पूर्ण इसे मंगलाचरण है त्रिविध प्रकार वस्तु निर्देश आशीर्वाद नमस्कार श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ पेचाय गुरु शिक्षा गुरुमान धन सवार पद पद्म कोटि नमस्कार कृष्ण कीर्तन गान नर्तन कला साधोजनि प्राजिता सदत्तावळि हंस चक्र मधुपा श्रेणी विहारास्पदम् कर्णानन्दिकलाध्वनिर्वहतु मे जिह्वामृतप्राङ्गणे श्रीचैतन्यदयानिधे तव लसल् लीलासुधा स्वधुनी वैराग्यविद्या निजभक्तियोग शिक्षार्थमेका पुरुष पुराण श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपामुदिर्यस्तमहं प्रपद्ये. So, yesterday, as brief recap, we had learned so many things yesterday, starting with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is he? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord Krishna himself in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And we also discussed how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared for two purposes, internal reasons and external reasons. The external reason is what? To give something which has never been given right in the dawn of creation. And what is that thing which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving us? Unnata Ujjvala Rasa. And whom is he giving to? Kalau. And people in the age of Kali. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the Unnata Ujjvala Rasa, which is the mood of Srimati Radharani and the gopis in separation from Krishna, called the Vipralamba Bhava. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave it to us by practicing it himself, Sabhakti Shriyam. So then we discussed about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna came in the mode of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by accepting Srimati Radharani's Bhava. Radha Bhava Tuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Sarup. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna took the form Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the internal reasons. Three internal reasons. First is Sri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kitrisho Vane. So Pranaya Mahima, to know the love, the greatness of love which Radharani has for him. So the second greed which Krishna had, what is it? To experience his own sweetness. Svatyo Inadbhutamudra Kitrisho Vaneva. Third reason, Saukyam Chasya Madanubhotaha Kitrisham Veti Loka. He wants to know, experience the bliss of performing bhakti. So then we discussed that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the entire Vedic literatures to us in the 5 discussions. So what are the subject matters of Vedas? Sambandha, Abhideya. So Sambandha Jnana is revealed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through the discussions with Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami is a Sambandha Acharya. And who is a Sambandha Abhideya? Sambandha Adideva? Radha Madan Mohan. And Radha Madan Mohan is represented in front of her in the form of which Guru? Diksha. Very good. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed the Abhideya, the process, through the discussions which he had with Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami's worshipful deity is Radha Govinda. So the Abhideya Adideva is Radha Govinda. Then who is the Acharya for Abhideya? Rupa Goswami. Then it comes to Prayojana Tattva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed Prayojana Tattva through the conversation which he had with Ramananda. And who is the Prayojana Adideva? Radha Gopinath. And who is the Prayojana Acharya? Raghunath Das Goswami. Very good. Very intelligent. Picked up. So then we have two more conversations. That is Sambandha Vichar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed the entire Sambandha Vichar through whom? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed the entire Abhideya Vichar through Prakashananda Saraswati. So in this way, we have some 5 discussions, 5 great discussions. And these 5 great discussions reveal the Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana and Sambandha Vichar and Abhideya Vichar. So yesterday we also discussed about the purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance is what? Vairagya Vidya, Nijabhakti Yoga, Sikshattameka Purusha Purana, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari, Kripambudiryas, Samaham. So, Samaham Prajapati. So I pay obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Kripambudi, and he is Krishna himself, who appeared in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For what? Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. To teach Sikshartameka Purusha Purana. So he came to teach Siksha. Siksha means the teachings. Sikshartameka Purusha Purana. Same Purana Purusha. He appeared as Krishna Chaitanya to give Siksha of Bhakti. Which Bhakti? Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. So yesterday we discussed all these points. Now today we are going to discuss about Srila Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami and some part of Rupa Goswami's teachings. But before that we should know Rupa Goswami meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Rupa Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Rupa Goswami meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at 3 places and 3 periods of time. So in the today's notes, you have these verses from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which talks about Rupa Goswami meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So somebody needs to check the Zoom. Quality, sound quality. What is the problem with the sound quality today? It is not working. Not working. What is this? Why it's like that? Why you have 2 cameras?
One Maharaj, one for YouTube. YouTube
One
Live.
for YouTube. Other
And for Zoom.
so what which is going for the Zoom? Where is the wire connection?
But Bluetooth one is one.
So some
Probably.
let's arrange what we can do. Huh? Where that? It will get better? Yeah. So a new press. Anyhow. So we'll start with Rupa Goswami's meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Ram Keli Gram. Now we know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, a brief introduction to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life story. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Navadvip, in Mayapur. And after appearing in Navadvip, Mayapur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he manifests the pastimes of very childhood pastimes, very naughty as the mind. And after some time, he manifested the pastimes of Nimai Pandit. Then he got married to Lakshmi Priya, and then he went to East Bengal, present Bangladesh. And by the time he came back, because of separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lakshmi Priya, she left her body. Of course, there is no body for her, but she had manifested plastic. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's got married to Vishnu Priya Devi. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father, he left his body, Jagannath Mishra. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to perform Shraddha in Gaya. So when he came back from Gaya, he was totally a changed person. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested the pastimes of devotee. Till now, he was manifesting only the pastimes of being a manifested the pastimes of a Vidwan, Nimai Pandit. So check out whether the sound is proper. So he became Nimai Pandit. He was Nimai Pandit, and after going to Gaya, he got initiated from Ishvara. So in Ishwarapuri, after getting initiated from Ishwarapuri, he was totally different. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was reading everything to Krishna, chanting the names of Krishna. Srivas Thakur's house, he was doing kirtans. So in spite of he propagating the names of Krishna, many people were not listening to him. When the students were thinking he has gone mad, then Mahaprabhu thought that it is very natural for sannyasis. People respect the sannyasi. So since they respect the sannyasi, you should, he thought he should take sannyas. At the age of 24, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. So after taking sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to go to Vrindavan, but somehow Advaitacharya, Nityananda Prabhu brought to Advaitacharya's house, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother, Sachi Devi, she requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you stay in Jagannath Puri. So a lot of devotees from Bengal go to Jagannath Puri during the Rath Yatra time. I'll get news about it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri. There he met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and then converted his heart and became a devotee. So among the 5 great discussions, the first discussion which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had was with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to South India tour on the pretext of searching his brother Vishnu. So he completed the South India tour and came back. Then he wanted to go to Vrindavan. So when he wanted to go to Vrindavan, many people they followed him. Many people followed him. So instead of going to Vrindavan, he wanted to go to Vrindavan via Bengal. So he came to Bengal, and that is the time he came to Ramkeli. And that is where he met Rupa and Sanatana. But even before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Ramkeli, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they are constantly writing letters to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, saying that, oh, we want to renounce this world and we want to join you. They are writing very, very nice, humble letters. So that is how Rupa and Sanatana were constantly writing letters to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So before we enter this conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami in Ramkeli, so we'll try to complete Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's entire overview of his pastimes. So there Sanatana Goswami requested him that don't go to Bengal, don't go to Vrindavan with this whole crowd, go alone. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back to Jagannath. And after some time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had his North India tour. He went to Vrindavan and again came back. So the South India tour and the North India tour, twice, one going to Bengal and come back, again going to Vrindavan, coming back. That was for a period of 6 years, approximately. And the last 18 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannath. So when he went to Vrindavan, and he was coming back from Vrindavan, then he had a discussion with Rupa Goswami in Prayag. And from Prayag, when he is going back to Jagannath Puri, on the way, he went to Varanasi, Banaras. And there in Varanasi, he had discussion with Prakashanand Saraswati and Sanatana Goswami. So after meeting Sarvadachari when he was going to South India, there in the banks of river Godavari, in Kovur, near Rajahmundry, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had discussion with Ramananda Rai. So first, with, if you see the chronological point of view, the first discussion was with Sarvadachari, the second was with Ramananda Rai, the third was with Rupa Goswami, fourth Sanatana Goswami, ultimate with Prakashananda Saraswati. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now come to Bengal. So there in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he has come to Bengal, there he is going to meet Rupa and Sanatana. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami at that time, they were working under Nawab Hussain Shah, under the Muslim rule. So those who are working under Muslim rule, though they were working under Muslim rule, they were practicing, they were very exalted personalities. So now here comes the story, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hey Chachari Ahila Prabhu Rama Keri Grame. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was walking, Ahila Prabhu Rama Keri Grame, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Ram Keri Gram. There, Gaudera Nikata Grama Ati Anupam. So it was near to Gaudadesha and it was very wonderful. That was Ram Keri Gram. Even this Ram Keri Gram is still, if you go there, it's a very beautiful place. ताहं नित्य करे प्रभु प्रेमा चेतन कोटि कोटि लोकासी देखिते चरण. To have the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, koti koti lokasi, crores and crores of people had come to have darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's charan. Taha nitya kare prabhu prema chetan. There he was dancing and chanting and he became achetan, he was unconscious. Gaudeshwara Yavana Raja Prabhava Suniya Kaite Lagila Gichu Vishpitahana. So there was a Muslim ruler there and he saw how is it possible that lakhs and lakhs of people are coming to meet him, and definitely he said that he's not an ordinary person. Vinadane etaloka yahara pache hai saita gosai ha janite nischay. Without giving any money, is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving money to people? No, without giving money. Lakhs and lakhs of people are following him. That means he must be a Gosai. He must be a great saint. Who is thinking like that? The Muslim ruler there, he is thinking like that. Then, Kachi Avana Harana Karina Himsana. So the Muslim king ordered the Kaji there. You see, don't disturb him. He is a great saint. Nihara Kareno Himsana Na Kariya Himsana. Because at that time the Muslim rulers would trouble the Hindus. But here he saw he is a great saint and we should not be troubled. So there one king's assistant was there called Keshav Chatri. The king called him. Hey, who is he? Keshav Chatri, no, you cannot trust these Yavanas. That is why he just told, nothing much, these people, he is a simple saint. What is the point in talking about it also? He just come, he's like a madman, just forget about it. So, Davira Kasira Raja Puchila Nirute, but the king was not very satisfied. So he called Davir Kas, Rupa Goswami, and then told, hey, tell me something about this saint. Tumhara deshe, tumhara. Then he told, yehi tumhara rajya dila, yehi tumhara Gosai. Then Rupa Goswami told him, at that time his name was Davir Kas, that yehi tumhara rajya dila. You see, this person is the Supreme Lord himself. It is because of him only you got this great kingdom. ए तुम्हारा राज्य दिला, ए तुम्हारा गोसाई, तुम्हारा देश है, तुम्हारा भाग्य जन्म विलास है. See, because the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came into this your Rajya, your Bhagya, you got a great Bhagya. तुम्हारा मंगल वंश कार्य सिद्धि होय, इहारा आशीर्वाद है तुम्हारा सर्वत्र जाय. तुम्हारा मंगल वंश. So, it is a great fortune of yours, Mangala. Karya siddhi hoy. Because of him, your Karya siddhi is going to happen. You will be successful in your work. Ihara Ashirvad Tumara Sarvatra Hoy Joy. So, because of his Ashirvad, because of his blessings, what is going to happen? All through Sarvatra Hoy Joy, you will be victorious everywhere. Raja Kahe Sunomora Mane Loy. साक्षात ईश्वर यहाँ नहीं का संशय. राज कहे, राज told, सुनो मोरा मने यही लॉय. Please listen to my mind. ये साक्षात ईश्वर यहाँ नहीं का संशय. The king told to Goswami, there is no any doubt that the person whom you are talking about is none other than साक्षात ईश्वर. Sakshat Ishvara Yaha Nayaka Samshay, there is no doubt about it. So just by the appearance of having darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king, he understood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sakshat Ishvara. Ghare Asi Dui Bhai Yukti Harina Prabhu Deki Bare Chale Vesha Lokana. So both of them, that is Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they took a disguised form and then went to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Rupa and Sanatan, they went to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they went in the night time, and there when they went, they met. They felt the feet of Nityananda and Haridas Thakur. And Haridas Thakur and Nityananda told that Rupa and Sanatan, they have come, their personalities have come to meet you. So now, Tuhi Guccha Trinadhune Darshane Garina. So when they came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the both brothers took straw between their teeth to show their humility. Nadapi Sunichena. And they binding the cloth around their neck like that. And they fell down like rods in front of the Lord. They did Dandavata. They did Dandavat to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dainya Rodana Kare Anande Vibhal Prabhu Kahe Uttha Haila Mangal. So, without great humility, Dainya Rodana Kare Ananda Vibhal. Ananda Vibhal, great humility, they fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they started crying in great Ananda Vibhala. Then Prabhu Kahe, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did say, Uttha, Ila Mangal. Please get up, you are all auspiciousness unto you. Uti dui bhai, tavedanta trina dhari, tainya kari, stuti kare, kara yoda kari. So, Uti dui bhai, now both of them, they stood up and took a straw between their teeth and they humbly offered prayers with folded hands. With folded hands, they started offering prayers. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dayamai Patita Pavana Jaya Jaya Mahashai. So all glories, all praise to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dayamai. He is a personification of compassion. Patita Pavana Jaya, you are Patita Pavan. You are the deliverer of all those who are Patitas. Jaya Mahashai, all glories to you, Mahashai, you are a great personality. Then they introduce themselves. How do they introduce? Nicha Jati, Nicha Sangi, Kori Nicha Kat, Tumara Agrete Prabhu Kahite Vasilacha. So we are belonging to a very low class, Nicha Jati. An association with whom? All the Muslims there, Nicha Sangi, Kari Nicha Kat. The king would pass okay, these cows have to be slaughtered and they have to put a stamp on it. So those are the Nicha Kaj. We are doing such a low class word. Tumhara grete Prabhu kahite vasi. So even to stand in front of you, we feel very much ashamed. So this is especially the greatness or the opulence of Gaudiya Vaishnava's heart. What is that? Humility. The more humble you are, the more you are exalted. So नीच जाति नीच संगे करे नीच काज तुम्हारे अग्रते प्रभु करिते कहिते माँ वासित लाज. Even to stand in front of you, what will we say? Very difficult. Then they chant a verse which talks about humility. Mattulyo nasti papatma. This is the recite. Mattulyo naparadi jagaschana parihare vilajjame imbruve purushottama. So what to speak of Purushottama? Mattulyo nasti papatma. There is nobody in this world who is papatma like me. Mattulyo nasti papatma. Na paradi jagaschana. There is nobody who is a paradi like me. Parihare vilajjame. Parihare vilajjame. Even to stand in front of you, I am asking pardon from you, begging you forgiveness. Even to beg forgiveness, I am feeling so ashamed. Kimbruve Purushottama, what shall I say? And then, Patita Pavana Hetu Tumara Avatar, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, both are saying this thing. You appeared, deliver whom? Patitas like us. Patita Pavana Hetu Tumara Avatar, Amabha Jagate Patita Nahi. In this world, nobody is as fallen as. So, Jagai Madai Dui Karila Uddhar. You have delivered both Jagai and Madai. Jagai Madai Dui Karila Uddhar. Taha Uddharite Sama Sharma Nahila Tumhar. We know that you delivered Jagai and Madai. But please listen, O Lord, until unless you deliver us, then Sharma Nahila Tumar. You will deliver both of the Jagai Madai, but to deliver them, you did not have to show so much of power to deliver them. See, Brahmana Jati, Tara, Navadvipe Gore, because they were so glorious, they were born in which family? And they are housed in Navadvip, Navadvip Gore. Nicha Seva Nahi Kare, Nahi Nichara Ko Prapara. They did not serve the low class people. We are serving low class people. And also we are dependent on the low class people. Swabe Godosha Tara Hoy Papachar Paparashi Dahe Nama Bhasi Tumar. See, Sabeka Doshata Hoy Papachar. So this Papachar is that Jagai Madai had one fault. They were addicted only to sinful life. And just by chanting even your name in Abhas, reflection on the shadow of the holy name, and the whole, all papas are destroyed. Jagai Madai Haite Koti Koti Guna Adhama Patita Papi Ami Duijan. Compared to Jagai Madai, we are Koti Koti Guna more sinful people. Crores and crores of time we are very sinful. Why? Because Malecha Jati, Malecha Sevi, Kari, Malecha Karma, O Brahmana Drohi Sange, Amara Sangam. See, we are working under Malechas. And Malecha Sevi, we are Malecha Jati. And Malecha Karma. Our karma is also, activity is also like Malecha. Go Brahmana Drohi, we are the Drohis of Go and Brahmana. Sangya Amara Sangam. Morakarma, Morahate, Galaye Bandiya. Morakarma, Morahate, Galaye Bandila, Kuvishe, Vishta, Krete, Diya, Che, Laya. See, so much, we are so degraded that Malachi Jatiya, we are so degraded that Sakar Malik and the Vidkas, both of them very humbly submitted to their such a abominable activity. And they consider themselves to be like fallen in ditch. Mora karma, moraha, gaila vandila, kuvishe, vishta krade. Vishta krade means we are like a worm in the stool, the achevlai. Ama uddharite bali nahi tribhuvane, padita pavana tumi sabe tumamine. No one in this world is sufficiently powerful to deliver us. You are the only savior. So, please deliver us. You are the only person who can deliver us. Nobody else in this world can deliver us. Ama uddhariya yadi dekao nija bala patita pavana nama tabe sei safal. Ama uddhariya yadi dekao nija bala. Now, Rukma and Sanatana they say that you deliver us. By delivering us, you show your real power. And what is your name? Patita Pavan, isn't it? Patita Pavan. How can you get this name if you don't deliver us? And they say, Patita Pavan Nama, Tabe say Safal. Your name as Patita Pavan will become Safal. Otherwise, your name as Patita Pavan will not be Safal, will not be successful. Satya eka vata kaham suno dayamoy. Hey dayamoy, Satya eka vat. I am telling one truth. Please listen to that one truth. Mo vinu dayara patra jagatanaha. There is nobody who is more qualified for mercy other than Varadaya karikaro savadaya safal. Akila Brahmanda dekino tumhara daya rabal. So if you show mercy unto us, mora daya kare swa daya safal. By showing mercy unto us, your mercy will be successful. Your mercy will be successful by showing mercy unto us. Akila Brahmanda dekhuha tumhara daya bal. And by delivering us, Akila Brahmanda, the whole world will see the power of your mercy. Then they chant a beautiful verse which is from Yamunacharya's Stotra Ratna. Namrisha paramartham eva me shunu vigyaparam ekamakrata yadi me nadayishyade tada Dayaniyas tavanata dullabha. Very interesting words. Na mrisha paramartham eva me. Ma mrisha paramartham eva me. You see, we want to tell you, Lord, one information, one point we want to tell you. Oh dear Lord, it is not false, Ma mrisha. It has got so much of meaning in what we are going to tell you. It is this. What is that thing which we want to submit in front of? Shunu Vijñapitam Ekakrataha. Egam Agrataha. With great attention, please listen to what we are going to say. Yadi me daishyase tada. If you are not merciful unto us, then dayaniyas tavanata dullabha. It is very difficult to find a better candidate than us for you to show mercy. So you will not find anybody else because you want to show mercy. We are the most suitable candidates. And if you don't give us mercy, it is very difficult to find a suitable candidate. So this is how they are so much humility. Then Apane ayogya deki mane pa shobha tadavi tumara gune pajaye lobha. But in spite of that, we are very much depressed as being unfit candidates for your mercy. Yet since You have heard about the transcendental qualities, very much attractive. Actually, we are not even fit for your mercy. But still, your quality of being merciful is so strong that we have heard about it. That is why we have come to you. And now we are trying to achieve your mercy is like this. How is it like? Vamana eche chandadhari chahe kare eche vanchamara uthaya antare. Vamana means dwarf. A dwarf is jumping to catch the moon. Is it possible? It is not. So our attempt to actually to find to get your mercy is like this. And they chant a very beautiful verse again from the Stotra Ratna. Bhavantam evanucharam nirantaraha prashanta nishesha manoratantaraha kadaham egantika nitya kinkara praharshayishyami sanata jeevitam. Bhavantameva evanucharam nirantara prashanta nishesha manoratantara. So it's a prayer by Yamunacharya. By constantly serving you, by making you as our Natha, we are becoming prashanta. All the material desires are completely vanquished just by serving the Supreme God. Kadaham. When is it, when is the time going to come? Kadaham, egantika nitya kinkara. Going to become nitya kinkara means eternal servant of yours, because you are the only befitting master for all of us. After hearing these words from Rupa Sanatan, now they are David Kas and Sakar Malik. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Suni Mahaprabhu kahe. Mahaprabhu said, 33rd verse, keep it. Suni Mahaprabhu kahe, Suno David Kas, Tuldi Bhai Mora Puratana Das. You both are my Puratana, eternal servants. Aji hoite Duhara Nama Rupa Sanatan. Then he gave them initiation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave them initiation, Diksha. He changed the name. What was the name which he gave? Rupa. Your both names are Rupa and Sanatan. Tumi dui bhai mora puratana das aji hai duhara naam Rupa Sanatan. Dainya chada. You give up your humility. Tumhara dainya phate mora man. Because of your humility, my mind, my heart is breaking. Dainya patre ki mora patale barabar sei patre tware jani tomara vyavahar. Dainya patre ki. I know that you have written so many letters filled with so much of humility. Dainya patre ki mora patale barabar. You have written so many letters by which my heart was completely destroyed, or it was breaking. Say Bhatri Dwara Jane Tumara Vyavahar. By reading your letters, I could understand the nature of your heart. Tumara Hade Amijani Bhatri Dware. By your letters, I could understand your heart. That is why devotees should write letters to their spiritual masters, expressing their humility. Tomam Sikayate Shloka Pataila Tomar. See, whenever you wrote a letter, after many letters, I sent you one letter with a shloka in it. What was the shloka? Paravesani ninari vikrabhi grihakarmasu tad eva swadayatyantar navasangara sayanam. Para, like it so happens sometimes, a lady who is just married, she developed some affection for some other man. Then what does she do? She griha karmasu vigrapi tat eva satyati. She performs the household activities so nicely that navasangarasayanam. She would not let the household people know that she has developed affection for somebody else. This was a message given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami Sanatana Goswami. What does it mean? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Sanatana by saying this verse that you perform your household activities so nicely that people should not come to know that you have affection for Krishna. Inside your heart, you develop affection for Krishna. Outside, you show that you are what? Affection for other people around. Gauda nikata asite nahi mora prayojan. Then Mahaprabhu told, I don't know why I have come here. I have no work here to come to Gauda, Gauda Desha. Tumhara duha dekite mora yaha ragaman. Actually, I came all the way from Jagannath Puri, wanted to go to Vrindavan. Bengal doesn't fall in between. But still I came all the way to Gauda Desha exclusively to meet both of you. Gauda Nikadasi Mora Prayojan Tumara Duha Dekite Mora Ihar Agaman Janme Janme Tumi Dui Kinkaramar Janme Janme Tumi Dui Kinkaramar. In for many lifetimes you have been my servants. Achirat Krishna Tamaye Karive Udhar. Very soon Krishna is going to deliver both of you. Yadavari Dohara Sire Dharira Dui Hate. He kept his hand on both their hands. Dui Bhai Prabhupada Nila Nija Mate. Immediately both of them fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Twalingena Prabhu Vaila Bhaktagan Sabe Kripa Kari Uddhara Duijan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced both of them and told the devotees to show mercy unto both of them. Sabara Charana Dhari Pade Dui Bhai Sabe Bole Tanya Tumi Bhai Gosai. Everyone told, oh, both of you, you got Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have attained the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in the first meeting of Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where in Ram, Kedi, Ram. Okay? So now we'll go to the second meeting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. So this happened in Prayag. Tahalana Rupa Goswami Prayag Aila Mahaprabhu Tahasuni Anandita Haila. Tahalana Rupa Goswami Prayag Aila Mahaprabhu Tahasuni Anandita Haila. Now Rupa and Sanatan, actually Rupa Goswami, he came with his cousin known as Anupam or Sri Vallabha. So he came to Prayag and he came to know that Mahaprabhu is there in Prayag. And hearing the news that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Prayag, Rupa Goswami, he felt very happy. Prabhu Chaliya Chanu Bindu Madhava Darshane. And after taking darshan of Bindu Madhav, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming, Rupa Goswami could see. What could he could see? Laksha Laksha Loka Asite Prabhura Milan. How many people are coming to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Laksha Laksha Loke. Lakhs and lakhs of people were along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ganga Yamuna Prayaga Narila Dubaite Prabhu Dubaila Krishna Premira Vanyate. So Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati is also flowing there. And for so many years it has been flowing, but till date there was no flood in Prayag. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing kirtan, there lakhs and lakhs of people, they had assembled there, and the whole Prayag was filled with Krishna Prem. It was flooded with Krishna Prem. And now third sloka. Third sloka. Yeah. Kena kande, yeah. Kya kande, kya hase, kya nache gaye. There are some people who are kande means those who are crying. Kya hase, there are some people who are laughing. Kya nache gaye. Krishna Krishna bole gelo gara gadi ay. Krishna Krishna, they were saying Krishna Krishna Krishna, and then they completely immersed. Next time. इदा देखी दुई भाई रहिला निर्जन प्रभु रावेश हरिला माधव दर्शने. So then what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the midst of lakhs and lakhs of people, and he was dancing and chanting and dancing. Rupa Goswami did not go near Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why? Because Rupa Goswami knew when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would see him, he would embrace. And all the people will see, oh, such a great personality has come. So he was so humble, humility personified. He was so humble. Vidadeki dui bhai rahila nijane Prabhu Ravesha Haila Madhava Darshane. Prabhu Adesha Hai Madhava Darshane. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Avesha after having darshan of Bindu Madhava. Prema Veshe Nache Prabhu Haridwani Kari. So Supreme Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Prema Vesh Nache Prabhu Haridwani Kari. Haridwani, chanting Hare Krishna. Urdhvahu Kari, bole Hari Hari. He raised his hands and then bole Hari Hari was chanting. Prabhu Ramahima Deki Loka Chamatkar Prayage Prabhu Lila Nare Varnivare. Prabhu Ramahima Deki, seeing the Mahima of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Loka Chamatkar, the whole world was Chamatkrit, the whole world was completely amazed, astonished. Prayage Prabhu Lila Nare Varnivare. Nobody could actually describe the glory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes in Prayag. Now at that time what happened was, Dakshinatya Viprasane Ache Parichatya Sevipra Nimantriya Nila Nijaraya Vipragaryasi Prabhu Nibrita Vasila Sri Rupa Vallabha Dunyasiya Amilya. So at that time there was one Brahmana from Dakshinatya, there was a Brahmana from South India. He had invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. There he was alone. At that time, Rupa Goswami and Sri Vallabha, they went and then met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Both of them again. Tui Guchatrina Due Darshana Dhariya. There, when they were having darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they took a piece of grass between their feet. And Prabhu Deki Duipade Dandavata. They fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nana Shloka Pade Utte Pade Bar. They would chant one verse and get up again. Again they would chant one verse, again fall at the feet. Prabhu Deki Prema Veshe Haila Dhumara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was completely amazed to seeing the love which they had for him. Sri Rupa Dekiya Prabhu Prasanna Hailaman Uttha Utta Rupasi Vailavachan. Seeing Chaitanya, seeing Rupa Goswami, so humility. Prabhu, Sri Rupa Dekiya Prabhu Ra Prasanna Haila. Uttha Utta, Prabhu Prasanna Haila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy and said, Uttha, wake up, get up. Rupaisi Vailavachan. Then, Krishnera Karuna Gichunaya Varane. Vishaya Kupa Haite Kadila Toma Duijane. Krishnera Karuna Kichuna. Hai Varnane. Vishaya Kupa Haite Kadila Toma Duijane. It is because of Krishna's mercy that both of you are delivered. Krishna Karuna Kichu. Then it says, Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi Mad Bhaktas Swakacho Priyaha. Tasmai deyam yato tato grahyam sacha pujyo yata hi ham. See, Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi. Actually, my devotee is far superior to Chaturvedi. Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi. Krishna said, even though one may be very learned in the four Vedas, he is not, if he is not accepted as my devotee, even though he is not accepted as my devotee, but one may be born in a very low class family, Sapocho Priyaha, if he is Mad Bhakta, if he is my devotee, Sapocho Priyaha, Tasmai Jayam Yato Grahyam. Even though a person is born in a dog-eater's family, if it is devotee, then he should be accepted. All the respect should be given to him. Sacha Pujyo Yata Hi Ham. The devotee should be worshipped as good as me. Then, a shloka padit Tuhana Kailalingan. So then, chanting these words, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he embraced both the brothers. And then what did he do? Kripate Tuhara Mathai Torilo Charan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept his feet on the head of Rupa Goswami, his brother, Anupam. Prabhu Kripapana Duhe Dui Hata Dui Dinahana Stuti Kare Vinaya Achari. Then, after receiving mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, both the brothers, especially Rupa Goswami, and he paid obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then chanted the very famous words which we all chant. What is that? Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurabhishe Namaha. So the very famous words, this verse was compiled by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu where? In Prayag. So there, at that time, one Brahmana came. His name was Sri Vallabha. Saikale Vallabhatta Rahe Adila Grame. He was in Adila Gram nearby. Mahaprabhu Aila Suni Aila Tahara Sthane. He came to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. So he came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We know Vallabhatta is none other than Vallabhacharya, Vallabhacharya, whom the Pushti Marg is addressed also as Mahaprabhu. The Pushti Marg is addressed Vallabhacharya as Mahaprabhu, and we also address as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Mahaprabhu. So don't get confused. Sometimes when you go there, Mahaprabhu ka Baitak. So there are 108 Baitaks of Mahaprabhu. So this is not Baitak of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but it is Baitak of Vallabhacharya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Vallabhacharya two times. One is in Adila Gram, in near Prayag, another is in Jagannath Puri. So there is a very interesting conversation which happened between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Vallabhacharya in Prayag itself. So Vallabhacharya came here. What is the purpose of Vallabhacharya coming here? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to invite Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his house. Then what happened? Vallabhacharya told, Tumo Dandavata Kaila Prabhu Kaila Lingan, Tujane Krishna Kata Haila Katakshan. Both of them discussed Krishna Kata for some time. Enakala Haila Raghupati Upadhyay. So what happened is, Vallabhacharya, to cut short the story, Vallabhacharya invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Rupa and Sanatana also to come along with him. So they crossed the Yamuna river in the boat. When they were crossing the Yamuna river, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Yamuna went into ecstasy. In the boat he started jumping and dancing. The boat was tilting, it was about to collapse. And somehow he was brought back to consciousness. So when Vallabhacharya took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his house, there he made his family members take the Charanamrita of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he gave them prasad and took the Uchishta, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting. At that time, there was one Brahmana who came. Hena Kale Aila Raghupati Upadhyay, see the 20th verse. Hena Kala Aila Raghupati Upadhyay, Tirohita Pandita, a very great Pandita, Vada Vaishnava Mahashaya, he is a great Vaishnava, he is Mahashaya. Asite ho Kaila Prabhurat Charana Vandan. He came and paid obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed him. What does the bless him? Blessing he gave, Krishne Matirahu. Krishne Matirastu. Krishne Matirahu. Only Prabhu Ravachan, Nija Kritya Krishna Lila Shloka Padila. Suni Mahaprabhu Mahapremashtavaila. So then he chanted one verse. What is verse? Shrutim apare smitim mitare bharatam anye vedanto bhavavita aham ihanandanam vande yasya inde param brahma. Some people worship Shrutis, some people worship Smriti. And some people, Bharatam, some people worship Mahabharata. And some people worship Brahman because of Bhavabhita. But Aham Iha Nandam Vande. But I worship Nanda Maharaj. Why? Because Yasyarinde Param Brahma, in whose backyard, courtyard, Krishna, Param Brahma is playing. So such Nanda Maharaj, I worship Nanda Maharaj. Kam prati katyataamishe samprati gova pratitim ayato gopati tanayat kunje gopa vadudhi vitam brahma. So Raghupadhyaya chant another beautiful verse where he says that there are some people, the gopis are completely Gopati Tanaya Kunje. Gopati Tanaya, Krishna is there, Gopati Tanaya Kunje. Gopavaduti Vitam Brahma. So these Gopavadus, the gopis, they constantly, what they are doing? They are crying for Krishna. Then Prabhu kahe kaha tora bade Krishna lila premashe Prabhu radhiha mana ayu thaila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole body became completely intoxicated with Krishna prema. Prema Deki Upadhyaya Haira Chamatkar. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the greatness of the gopis' love for Krishna, immediately his whole body was transformed with Krishna prema. Prema Deki Upadhyaya Haira Chamatkar. Upadhyaya became Chamatkar. He was completely astonished. Then he said, Manusya nahi ho Krishna karila nirdhar. When he said, Manusya nahi, definitely he is not a Manusya. Who is he then? He is Sakshat Krishna. He is Krishna himself. Especially in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he heard the words where when I say that Krishna, Supreme Lord, is hunting the gopis. He is running behind the gopis. This way the Lord demonstrated his pastimes. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard that Krishna is completely captivated with the love of the gopis, his whole body's transformation was so great that Prabhu Upadhyaya could understand that these transformations of love of God can happen only in God. Mahabhava. So Premadeki Upadhyaya Haira Chamatkar Manusyanaya Krishna Karila Nirdhar. He established what was the thing? Krishna, he is personally Krishna himself. Now the conversation goes further where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Rupati Upadhyaya, please tell me, Prabhu kahe Upadhyaya Shreshta Manapaya. So I want to know among the different forms of Krishna, what is the topmost form? And Raghunath Upadhyaya replied, Shamam eva param rupam. Shamam eva param rupam. And many forms of Krishna. The topmost form of Krishna is what? Sham Sundar. Shamam eva. Then Chaitanya asked, among all the different places where Krishna is said, what is the topmost place? Puri, Madhupuri, Vara. Among all the Puris, which is topmost? Madhupuri, Vara. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked that among the different pastimes of Krishna, that is Balya, Pauganda, Keshora, which is the topmost? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Upadhyaya told that Vayaha Adhyayevo Paro Rasaha. Madhur Rasa is the topmost. Vayaha Kaishorakam Deyam. Among all the different ages, Kaishora Leela are the topmost. And then among the different rasas, Rasa Gana Madhye, among all the rasas, what is the topmost rasa? Adhya Rasa, that is what? Madhuri Rasa is the topmost. Then, Premaveshe Prabhu Tahara Kalyalanga Nimeti Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Prabhu Upadhyaya. Premattahana Teva Karena Narthan. And then Prabhu Upadhyaya, he was dancing in ecstasy. Deki Valla Vattavane Chamatkara Haila. Vallabh Bhatta, seeing this, he became completely amazed. We Putra Ani Prabhura Charane Padila, then he brought both his sons. One is Vitthal, the other one is, anybody knows? Pushti Margis are there. There are two sons of Vallabhacharya. Vittalnath and Vittalnath. Anyway, so two sons were there. He made them fall at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Lo Gavida Bhaya Prabhu Dashashame Dhyana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought, oh, so many people are here, so many people are gathered here, and I'll be disturbed. So he came to Dashashwa Meda Ghat. Rupa Goswami Sikshakara Shakti Sanchar. So he wanted to give Siksha to Rupa Goswami. And to receive that Siksha, what do you require? Shakti. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered Rupa Goswami to hear about Krishna. He empowered Sanatana Goswami to inquire about Krishna. He empowered Ramanand Rai to speak about Krishna. So regarding Krishna, one is to hear, inquire, other one is to speak. So without empowerment, Shakti Sanchar. Only when you are empowered, you can speak. Now, what happened? He did not put the third, that is conversation. Rupa Goswami meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri, that he has, that is not put in the notes. Anyhow, I'll just discuss like that only. So there's not much of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami, they met at where? Jagannath Puri, the third meeting. Of course, that has to be discussed because we cannot know the glory of Rupa Goswami, especially what is the pranam mantra of Rupa Goswami? Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishnam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dati Savadana. Why Rupa Goswami got this pranam mantra? That we find in the Antilavas chapter, where Rupa Goswami came all the way from Vrindavan to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him that let us meet in Jagannath Puri, come later. So Rupa Goswami along with Anupam, he went all the way from Vrindavan. He went to Bengal. There, Anupam left his body. There from Rupa Goswami, he started walking from Bengal all the way to Jagannath Puri. So on the way to Jagannath Puri, what happened? He arrived at one place called Satyabhamapur. In the night, he saw a goddess who told that, please write my drama, my leelas, my pastimes separate. Because Rupa Goswami was contemplating on writing a drama on the Natika, a kavya, based on the pastimes of Krishna. He was thinking, let me write the pastimes of both Vrindavan and Mathura and Dwarka together. He was thinking, what is this? Why Satyabhama is telling write the pastimes separately? And somehow, Rupa Goswami, he came to Jagannath Puri. When he came to Jagannath Puri, there, Rupa Goswami, he stayed in the place where Haridas Thakur was staying. Haridas Thakur was staying in Siddhabakul. And when he saw Haridas Thakur knew that Rupa Goswami is coming because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had already told. So by the time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Siddhabakul to meet, every day is to come to meet Chaitanya, to meet Haridas Thakur. As soon as Rupa Goswami, he saw Chaitanya, he fell down, Dandavat. Uti Mahaprabhu Tara. He prayed Dandavat Pranam. So then Haridas Thakur, he introduced, your Rupa Goswami, Rupa is here. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every day is Rupa Goswami. There, every day Mahaprabhu used to come. And it so happened that one day it was Rath Yatra. There Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, chanting and dancing in ecstasy. While he was chanting and dancing in ecstasy, there he was reciting a verse, and this verse was very interesting. And everybody will come to me, why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is chanting this verse? Why is he chanting this verse? Because this verse is from a novel where there is a love story. So he started thinking, why is he chanting this verse? And this love story which talks about a young girl who is in separation from a young boy. After many years they meet. When they meet after many years, this young girl is telling the young boy, oh, you are the same person. You are the same person. And I am also the same person. You are the same person, I am the same person. But after many years we are meeting. But this is not the place. Let us get out of this place and then go to the same village where we went for the first time. So this verse is very interesting. Yaha kaumara haraeva hi paraste chon militamalati saurabhya प्रौढा कदम्बानिला सा चैवांशततापितत्र सुरतव्यापारलीलावितौ रेवारोधस्वेतसितरुतले चेतसोत्कण्ठते. So after hearing this verse, Rupa Goswami went. And he understood the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he wrote another verse, which talks about when Radharani and Krishna met in Kurukshetra. Srimati Radharani caught hold of the hand of Krishna and then pulled towards Vrindavan. And that is the pastime of Rath Yatra. So there, Rupa Goswami describes that pastime of Rath Yatra which was going on in the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Though externally it is Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and people are pulling it, what it is signifying? It is signifying the pastime where Srimati Radharani met Krishna in Kurukshetra. And then Radharani is pulling Krishna by saying, Auschate Nalinavadharavindam Yogeshwarai Hridivichinti Magada Bodhaihi. Yogeshwarai Hridivichinti Magada Bodhaihi. Sansaraku Patitottara Navalambam. Keham Jisham, come home. What is this form of yours? It is Anyavesh, Anyadesha. This Kurukshetra is not a place of love. And you are having a different form here. You are having a mukut, you are having a crown. In this form you are not looking very beautiful. You come to Vrindavan, that is the original home. Though you are the same Krishna and the same Radharani, but still the place is not the same. So Radharani caught hold of Krishna's hand, she dragged Krishna all the way to Vrindavan. So remembering this pastime, Rupa Goswami, he composed a verse. Priyasoyam Krishna Sahachari Kurukshetra Vinitas Tataham Saradhatididam Ubhayo Sangama Sukham Tatapyantakkelam Madhuramurali Panchamajushe Manome Kalindi Purina Vipinaya Smrihyati. Manome Kalindi Purina. So in my mind, I always think of you, me meeting in Kalanditana. So this was described by Rupa Goswami in this particular. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to meet Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami had written this verse and kept it on hut. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took that verse and then he saw. How did Rupa Goswami know my mind? What's going on in my mind? He gave to Sadhu Damodar. Sadhu Damodar told, Lord, definitely. Without your mercy, no way that anybody would have remembered, would have written this verse. Then Chaitanya says, yes. When I met in Prayag, that is the time I embraced him. I did Sanchi Sanchar and empowered him to know the rasa. Then one day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to meet Rupa Goswami. At that time, Rupa Goswami was writing a particular verse. Right in the book. This book was Vidagdha Madhav. In that book, he was compiling one verse. Mahaprabhu took that album and then he read that verse. When he read that verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy. Along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at that time, there was Haridas Thakur. He gave the verse to Haridas Thakur. When Haridas Thakur read that verse, Haridas Thakur was in ecstasy. He embraced that verse. He was jumping and dancing in ecstasy. And Haridas Thakur told, I have heard the glories of the names from different sadhus, but I have never heard the names, the sweetness of the name. Glory of the name I have heard many times, but sweetness of the names of Krishna I never heard. So Haridas Thakur, he read that verse, which talks about the Namera Madhurima, holy names of Krishna. One is greatness of the name, greatness aspect of the name. Other is the sweetness aspect. Haridas Thakur says these holy names of Krishna, the greatness of the holy names of Krishna are described in the scriptures. I have heard about it. But Namera Madhurima, Krishna Namera Mahima Shastra Sadhu Mukhe Jani. Krishna Sadhu Mukhe Jani. Namera Madhuri Eche Kaha Nahi. I never ever heard about Namera. And what is that verse? Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye Karnakroda Kadambini Katayate Karanadbudebhyastiham Chetat Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Kritim Naujane Janita Kiyabdinamrite Krishneti Varnadvai. So, this verse was written by Rupa Goswami, which talks about Namera Madhuri, sweetness. So, what is the meaning of this verse? Tunde Tandavini Ratim. When I chant the names of Krishna, which has got two syllables, Krishneti Varnadvai. When I chant the names, I don't know, Naujane Janita Ki Abdiramrita. I don't know how much nectar is kept in these two names. I don't know how much nectar in ocean, the depth of the ocean, the width of the ocean, the length of the ocean, I don't know. I don't know how much it is. Namera Madhuriye, I don't know. Because when I chant the names of Krishna, these two syllables, Krishna, then what happens? Tunde Tandavini Ratim. When my tongue, the Krishna name dances on my tongue, Tandavini Ratim Vitanute. Tundawalila, I get so much of happiness, so much of happiness. Tundawalila. I feel that I want thousands and thousands of tongues. Tundawalila. The same name enters the ears of my ears. Then the happiness which I receive is so much that I feel, oh God, why are there only 2 years? I want 100 crore years. Karnakroda Kadambini Gadayate Karnarbudebhya Spriha. Then Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate, when the syllables entered my heart. Then the dance of my heart, the syllables. Then what happens in my heart? Sarvendriyanam Kritim Vijayate. All the senses become stabdha. I feel that I am there, only Krishna is there, nobody else. So when you experience the sweetness of the names of Krishna, this is what the feeling you get. And that is what Rupa Goswami. So this is a kind of introduction to Rupa Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meeting Rupa Goswami at Ramkeli first time and got initiated. Second time, first time he got Diksha and then he got Diksha. And Prayojana Tattva, then at the last, Rupa Goswami, he experienced the love of Krishna in Jagannath Puri. 3 times Rupa Goswami met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So let us go to the Siksha which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to Rupa Goswami. So go to that, it's English, I quote the necessary words. verses also required there, and those verses also you'll get tomorrow. But for now, we'll have a simple introduction to the Rupa Siksha. So let us see what is this Rupa Siksha all about. Rupa Goswami and his younger brother Shivallabha, meaning Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Shishmanigar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Rupa Goswami about three things. So what are the three things which Rupa Goswami was instructed about? Krishna Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Brahmanta, Prabhu Koirino, Bhagavata Siddhanta. So there are three tattvas. One is called Krishna Tattva. What is the meaning? The truth about Krishna. Number two is Bhakti Tattva. Bhakti Tattva. And number three is Rasa Tattva. Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Brahmanta, Prabhu Koirinu, Bhagavata Siddhanta. And all the three things Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to Rupa Goswami based on Srimad Bhagavatam. Based on Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why one has, in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta, in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, Bhagavatam is the most important book for us. Why? Whatever you want to explain, it should be explained based on Srimad Bhagavatam. So what are the three subject matters which were explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Rupa Goswami? They are Krishna Tattva, then Rasa Tattva, Bhakti Tattva and Rasa Tattva. So, what was the thing which is spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? These three things he spoke. But he spoke exactly what Ramananda Rai spoke to Chaitanya. He empowered Rupa Goswami, and then whatever Ramananda Rai Paseta Saddhanta Sunila, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard Siddhanta from Ramananda Rai. When we discuss Ramananda Rai conversation, it's also wonderful. So this conversation which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had with Ramananda Rai, at that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not speak. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked questions, Ramananda Rai spoke. Whatever Ramananda Rai spoke and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard, the same thing was spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami after empowering him. So then what happened? Kali Nashtam. The whole science which Krishna gave to Brahma, Prak, in the beginning of the creation of the universe, it was lost, Kali Nashtam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave it to Srila Rupa Goswami. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts his teachings by talking about the soul. What is the soul? The position of the living entity. The position of living entity is what? What is the size of the soul? It is 1/10,000th the part of the tip of the hair. 1/10,000th the part of the tip of the hair. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Prayag, the Shashwamedh Ghat, he stayed for 10 days and then he spoke about the Jiva Tattva. Now, this soul, which is 1/10,000th part of the tip of the hair, what it does? It goes on transgressing through the 84 lakh species. Based on what? Based on his karma. It is so minute. 1/10,000th part of the Kesha, Krishna Bhagasya, Asada, Kalpajasya, Jivaha, Sukshmaha, Surupoyam, Sankhyaito, Hi Chit Kanaha. It's a very small, very minute. Chit Kanaha. Because of being bound by karma, it goes on, transferring to so many species of life. And now, there are 84 lakh species. What is the classification of the 84 lakh species? Jalajanavlakshani stavaraha lakshya. And Jalaja means those who are born in water. Navalakshani. Stavaraha means trees. There are 20 lakh. Krimika, Rudra Sankika. There are 12 lakh varieties of Krimika. Krimika means insects. 20 lakh. What are they? Birds. Vihanga. 10 lakh. And 30 lakh four-legged animals. Ultimately 4 lakh human beings. So these are the 84 lakh species. And among the 84 lakh species, humans are 4 lakh, very few. Among those humans, those who have got some dharma, those who follow dharma, very few. Among those who follow dharma, those who follow Vedic dharma, very few. Among those who are following Vedic dharma, those who follow the Vedic dharma, knowing the objective Vedic dharma, Vedas, object of Vedas, very few. Who are those people who know the objective of Vedic dharma? Those who are trying to get liberation. Among those who are trying for liberation, only very few get liberated. Very few get liberated. And among those who are liberated, Krishna Bhakta is very rare. Krishna Bhakta is very rare. Muktana Visiddhana Narayana Parayana Sudurla Prashantatma Kotishwapi. So, that is why, how do you get this bhakti? Who becomes a devotee? Brahmanda Brahmite Manobhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasadyapai Bhakti Lata Bija. Guru Krishna Prasadyapai Bhakti Lata Bija. So receiving only by the mercy of a devotee, one gets Bhakti Lata. So chanting of the names of Krishna, that seed of devotion, the seed of pure devotee is the holy name. How do you get that Bhakti? It is the holy name. Now once you got Bhakti Lata Bij, what are you supposed to do? You have to nurture it. How do you nurture? You put seed somewhere. What are you supposed to do? Put water there. Like a farmer, Mali. Mali hana kare bijaropan Shravana Kirtana Jale Kariyas. He goes on putting water, and gradually the seed grows into a creeper. So just because you got the seed, that doesn't mean it's over. You're supposed to hear and chant. Constantly go on hearing and chanting every day. Then Bhakti Lata Bij, which is been given in your heart by your Guru, it gradually improves. Shravana Kirtana Jale Karya Senchan. Then gradually the creeper grows, crosses all the locusts. And then it pierces the Brahmanda and crosses Vaikuntha and then goes to Goloka. At the feet of Krishna, this creeper, it gives the fruit. What is that fruit? Krishna prema. And interestingly, when this creeper is growing, in this world every creeper requires some support. But the Bhakti Lata doesn't require support. Because Bhakti Lata is what? Spiritual, it's transcendental. It is not dependent on anything in this world, because everything in this world is material. So the spirit, Bhakti Lata being spiritual, it is not dependent on the material position. So nobody can say, oh, because of this reason I am not able to do bhakti. Because bhakti is what? Independent of any material condition. So you may be in any material condition, you may be in coma, but still you can do bhakti. You are a poor man, you can do bhakti. You can be in any condition of life and still perform devotional service. So any excuse what you give for non-performance of devotional service is only excuse, not reality. Now, when you have some nice, wonderful garden, you should be very careful. not only you put water and then grow it, you should fence. Why? Because a lot of animals come. And especially there is one animal. There is one animal that is called elephant. Especially it's a mad elephant. It's mad elephant. What does it do? Destroys the entire garden is destroyed. So one has to protect the Bhakti Lata Bija or Bhakti Lata from this mad elephant. And what is that mad elephant? Vaishnava Apra. That is why it is written there. Offenses to the holy name of the Lord. The mad elephant offense. Vaishnava Apra. So this Vaishnava Apra is very dangerous because it destroys the Bhakti Lata. How do you protect this Bhakti Lata Bija? Is there? Mad elephant is going to come. Whether you want it or don't want it, it is going to come. How will you protect it? By putting a fence. What is a fence by which you can save yourself from Vaishnava? It is the Vaishnava culture, Vaishnava etiquette. You heard about Vaishnava etiquette? So when you practice this Vaishnava etiquette in your life, then you will be protected from Vaishnava Aparadha. That is why Vaishnava etiquette is very important. So now, by putting the fencing around, then you will be saving yourself from. Now at the same time, one should be very careful as the Mali goes on putting water to the lata. But after some time he comes and sees the lata is shrinking and grass is growing around. What are you supposed to do? The weeds is supposed to be grown out. So what are the weeds? There are so many different kinds of weeds, like desire for mukti vancha yatha asankyata lekha kintu yadi latara sangyute upashaka. So followers, desire for liberation, neglect of regulative principles. These are the certain things, especially there are 6 things. What are they? Chiddachara Gutnadi, Jiva Himsa, Lava, Puja, Pratishtha, Yatha, Upashaka, Gan. Puja, Lava, Pratishtha. There are Nishiddacharya. These are the 6 things which we are supposed to be avoiding. Sega Jale, Pana, Upashaka, Padiyai, Stabdha, Hana, Mulashaka, Vaditenapai. So when you put water, if you don't remove the upashakas or weeds, then mulashaka will not grow. That is why one should be very careful to grow the creeper. Now, when the creeper goes up and up, and what is the phala which gives? What is the phala? That is Krishna Prema Phala. Taha alambide mani kalpa vrikshavai. Then you can taste the Krishna Phala. That which grows at the lotus feet of Krishna. Yeta Parama Phala Parama Purushartha. This Krishna Prema Phala is Parama Purushartha. There is no better Purushartha than this. All the 4 Purusharthas, which are mentioned in the Vedas, they are not the real Purushartha. What is the goal of life? Krishna Prema Manati. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about 3 levels of devotional service. What are they? Sadhana Bhakti, then you have Prema Bhakti, Bhav Bhakti, and the Prema Bhakti. So these stages and all the different other aspects of devotional service, and especially a very beautiful verse was coined by Rupa Goswami, which is there in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is talking about pure devotional service. What is that verse? Anya virasha shunyam jnana karma tiravatam Pranushīlanam Bhaktir Uttama. So we'll be describing or discussing these words tomorrow along with, because I have not given the verses to you today. So tomorrow when we meet, we are going to talk about Anya Vilashita Shunyam, and then talk about the other aspects of devotional service, Bhava, Lakshanas of Bhava, Lakshana Prema, etc. And then complete Rupa Siksha tomorrow, and then start introduction to how Sanatana Goswami approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That will be subject matter for tomorrow. So, we have any questions before we sing the song? Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Paramahira. Yeah.
Maharaj, I have this question. When we say 4 lakh species,
Yeah.
we see only one species, like human beings, same.
Yeah,
How
very
do
good
we
question.
understand 4 lakh species?
Yeah, very good question. So, we have 4 lakh species of humans. How do you understand it? For that, you should understand how are the species categorized. They are categorized according to the evolution of consciousness. Now, even in the humans, visible humans, there are some Mongolians, totally different consciousness. In this world, especially, at least 8 levels of consciousness within the humans can be seen. But there are so many humans within the 4 lakhs, but they are not seen. They are like Kinnaras, Kimpurushas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Vinayakas. They are also within the 4 lakh species, but they are not visible to the human. Yeah, any more questions? It is there in the scriptures, but it has been presented very with clarity by our acharyas. Especially, it is presented by Sripad Ramanujacharya first. Because there are 3 subject matters of philosophy. That is Chit, Achit, Ishvara. Chit means consciousness, living entity, conscious living entity. Achit means world, material world. Ishvara means the control of world. That is what Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita. What does he say? Kshetra kshetrajnyor jnanam yatta jnanam atamama. What was asked by Arjuna in the 13th chapter? I want to know prakriti purusham chaiva kshetram kshetrajnevacha etad vedam ichchami jnanam gyeyan cha keshava. I want to know about jnana and I want to know about geya, object, jnana. And how does Krishna define jnana? He defines jnana as kshetra kshetrajneyor jnanam. To know about kshetra, that is the body, the field. Kshetrajnayor, 2 kshetrajnas, that is Atma and Paramatma. So now, what is the meaning of knowing? I know him means you know in relationship with you, in relationship with somebody, in relationship with the world. That is called sambandha. Anything whichever you know in this world, knowledge is based on relationship. It's called sambandha jnana. Now, that is only jnana, knowledge. Now, the scriptures talk about actions. Chant the names of Krishna, pay obeisances to Krishna, worship the Lord. These actions, why the actions are prescribed? Why the actions are prescribed? To establish your relationship. That's called Abhideya. And ultimately, why are you doing all these actions? To attain some ultimate purpose. What is the goal? Prayojana. So, though Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam or the Veda doesn't directly use these words, use these terminologies, but all the philosophers, not only Chaitanya, even the previous acharyas in other sampradayas, they use the terminologies. When it comes to inquiry, Ramanuja says, there are 5 things to be inquired. Number 1, inquire about Krishna. Number 2, inquire about the living entity. Inquire about what is the things which are favorable for your bhakti. What is the thing which are unfavorable for your bhakti, and what is the goal of life. So in this, if you see, the first 2 are sambandha. Who is Krishna? What is the living entity? What is this world, etc. And the other 2 are about the process, avidya. And third one is prayojana. So every acharya, they have to talk about it, sambandha, avidya and prayojana. Even in the normal vyavahar, you have to talk about sambandha, avidya and prayojana. In English, it is called theology, axiology, and metaphysics. These are the words which they use. Theology means your sambandha. And axiology means what are the practical steps you take. Something you have to do. You have to do yoga, karma. What is all these things? Process. The process. And the process is not just for process, it's for process for a purpose. That is prayojana. But the explanation of philosophy by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very precise, very crystal clear. That is why these 5 discussions are so important, that once you go through these 5 discussions, the philosophical aspect will be very clear, very crystal clear. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Madanya, because he has made all the confusions in the Vedas, he has resolved the confusions and presented it perfectly. Any more questions? Yes.
Yesterday you mentioned about Prayojana Acharya. You said Ramananda Rai was the one where discussion happened, but the Acharya became Raghunatha.
Yeah. Because Ramanand Rai, he did not take the position of being an Acharya, because he considered himself to be a Shudra, and he never considered himself an Acharya. And Raghunath Das Goswami's writings, they are all Prayojana Tattva writings. That is why Raghunath Das Goswami is the Acharya for someone. Hare Krishna. Okay, Stotra Ratna. Stotra Ratna is a book written by Yamunacharya. And the basis of the book was when Yamunacharya saw Sripad Ramanujacharya in Kanchipuram, but did not meet, because at that time Ramanujacharya was with Yadav Prakash. When he told Mahapurna to get Ramanujacharya, he told, who is Ramanujacharya? How can you know? Recite these Stotraratna shlokas, from whose eyes tears roll down. That person is Ramanuja. So there is Purana Ratna, there is Stotra Ratna, Mantra Ratna. Stotra Ratna is Stotra Ratna Yamunacharya. Purana Ratna is Vishnu Purana for Shiva Vaishnavas. And there is Mantra Ratna, is Jaya Mantra. Very interesting. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written one book, or one of the bhajan sangraha, one of the aspects of the of Bhajan Sangra of Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Yamuna Bhavavali. So he translated the Sanskrit verses into simple Bengali songs and named it as Yamuna Bhavavali. There is nothing but a translation of Stotra. And especially when it comes to Dasya Rasa, I'm going to give tomorrow those verses. For Dasya Rasa, this verse. For Matsil Rasa, this verse. So to establish Dasya Rasa, this verse is very much used, which is from Stotra Ratna. Tavantamevanucharam nirantara. This verse is very interesting verse. Tomorrow we will discuss more about this verse.
Maharaj, yesterday you said Krishna is dark because he is the enjoyer. So what is the correlation of darkness with the enjoyer?
I don't know how many of you have seen old time movies when one villain comes and he sees some heroine and becomes very lusty. How is he shown? Faces become dark, isn't it? Old time movies is not that natural color of enjoyment is dark. Sorry. Yeah.
There were a few questions yesterday.
Yeah, please ask.
First question Maharaj was, can Sambandh, Abhideya and Prayojan be realized simultaneously, or is it always a step-by-step progression?
Yeah, you tell. Ask.
Should I ask all?
One by one.
Can Sambandh, Abhideya and Prayojan be realized simultaneously, or is it always a step-by-step progression?
Sambandha and Abhideya and Prayojana. Let us see what is the connection between these three. When you are fixed up in Sambandha Jnana, your Abhideya will be very strong. The more your Abhideya is strong, your Sambandha becomes also very strong. And gradually over a period of time, Prayojana manifests in your heart. It is not that, okay, one day Prayojana happens. Gradually it happens. So that is why Sambandha Jnana, by the study of scriptures in the Sadhu Sangha, side by side, practice of devotional service, that should go simultaneously. And Abhideya or Prayojana manifest. Next question.
Next was, what are the signs that someone truly understands their Sambandh with Krishna beyond just theoretical knowledge?
I did not get it.
What are the signs that someone truly understands their Sambandh with Krishna?
What are the signs? Signs. What are lakshanas? Symptoms. The symptoms of a person who is established Sambandha Jnana is Nishtha. That is, he is unwavering in devotional service, in practice of devotional service. He is not disturbed by the disturbances of this world.
Next one, Maharaj, how do we know if we are properly executing Abhideya process and not just going through the motions of devotional life?
What is that?
How do we know if we are properly executing Abhideya
Okay.
and not just going through the motions of devotional life?
Okay. How do we know that we are practicing Abhideya properly and not being ritualistic? Okay. Yeah. How do we know that? We know it by our experience. If you are experiencing pleasure in what you are doing, especially chanting, reading, associating devotees, there are different aspects of devotional service. If you are experiencing some pleasure, then you are not mechanical, not religious. If you are not, then you are not.
Next one, Maharaj, is, can Abhideya be practiced without clear Sambandha? How does incomplete understanding of Sambandha affect one's devotional progress?
Nishtha will not be achieved. Sambandha means there are two aspects to it. Your connection with Krishna and your connection with this world. If you don't have the understanding that your connection with this world is temporary, then your connection with Krishna will not be very stable. It will be wavering.
Last one, Maharaj. Sometimes we intellectually understand that
That is why we had to sing the Prayojana songs written by Vaishnavacharyas. And also here about the pastimes of Krishna in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. So when you hear about something, then your Prayojana is very clear. So we stop here. Yeah. Last two questions.
You said Maharaj, most respected Panta is not Vairagya Panta. But how we can understand this Panta, Nagbhava Panta, Vairagya Panta? What understand?
Nagbhava Panta, Vairagya. So they don't even wear copies. They're Vairagya. That Vairagya Panta is Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. That Vairagya which is a natural outcome of Bhakti to Krishna. Naga Babas, they don't have that. Okay. Yeah.
Another question is, Srila Prabhupada, one son name is Prayag. Name of the pharmacy has started successfully done is Prayag. And you said Prayag is Prakriti Rupena Yaga. Tapasya. We can understand Prayag. What?
Prakrishta Rupena Yaga. And Srila Vajra Tirtha, he says, why Prayag is called Prayag? Because there is Madhava, Bindu Madhava. So by meditating on Bindu Madhava, which is equivalent to more than 10,000 yagas, 10,000 sacrifices. So because of the presence of Bindu Madhava, Prayaga is called Prayaga. Not because of Ganga and Maham Saraswati. It's because of the presence of Madhava. And why all the three rivers have come? To wash the feet of Madhava. So one should have gone to visit Mom. Wait, Madhava there. Yeah, last question.
आपने बताया कि जैसे मदन मोहन जी जो है वो अतिदेव है मतलब संबंध ज्ञान के तो अभी जैसे खादर मंदिर का नाम मदन मोहन मतलब समथिंग नेम मदन मोहन और वो जो करौली में है वो है अतिदेव के
Yeah, the original deities worshipped by Sanatana Goswami are in Karoli. So Krishna has many pastimes. Depending on the pastime, he has a particular name. So this name, Radha Madan Mohan, has been kept for deities in Khargar. So depending on the worship you do, Krishna reciprocates accordingly. So at the same time, those deities worshipped by Sanatana Goswami, they are having some speciality because they are worshipped by Sanatana Goswami. There is some speciality. But deity is always deity. Okay, so it's 9:30. We'll just, okay, then we'll just have a question on you. We'll not sing today. I don't want you to become late and get a
One
late.
question. Maharaj, Ramcharigram first meeting he got Diksha.
Yeah.
And
Rupa Goswami meeting in Prayag, you got Siksha. Siksha. Group Siksha.
that was my question.
Okay, one online question will finish.
Yes. This is in the teaching Sri Ramanujacharya said that one should never step over shadow of Sri Vaishnava body, Vaishnava body. And also one shadow should not touch another Vaishnava. If one touches the body of one who has not undergone the Vaishnava sanskar, should not touch. Can you please explain a bit on this?
These are the details of one word called respect. Like for example, you are having a Rath Yatra and there are 100 Vaishnavas together. Each one's shadow is falling on each other. Means when the opportunity is there, you should be very careful, have reverential. Like Tulasi is there, Tulasi's shadow is there. You should not put your leg on Tulasi's shadow. So, respect, that is the core principle. And the application of respect, it has to be according to the time-based circumstance. Okay, so we stop here. You have a question. I think we should stop now. You have any question, person? Okay. We will not sing. You can sing during the sadhana and Sri Krishna Chaitanya. We want to finish on time so that we can take this. Okay. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Thank you, Maharaj, once again. Thank you. So, everyone, again, to show our gratitude towards Maharaj, let's stand 3 times. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
There was one question about like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's predictions in different scriptures, like Swarna Varna Himango. So I was trying to find this verse in Vishnu Sahasranam. So the verse is not like exactly like this.
I told you that there are 2 verses in Vishnu Sahasranam. From 2 verses, 2 lines are taken, made into 1 verse.
Yes,
I
exactly.
told that.
Yesterday.
So somebody might
No,
accuse.
it is not. Even the accused is that there is no locus standi for it because Vishnu Sahasranam, his name, individual name. Okay, you can just 2 lines of 2 lines of this verse. It's not a verse. It's 2 verses.
And secondly,
माइक क्या किसको क्या है
the name is given.
जी रुक रहे थे ना उसके बाद है
Because Acharya don't have not mentioned. When Acharya spoke a verse, they are addressing
सर सेव भी करना चाहिए
they would know.
जैन को पूछते हैं पीछे प्रोजी को पूछो हाँ पूछो रोजी लाइव बंद कीजिए कैसे वो सेव कैसे होगा लाइव ये मैं मोबाइल से किया नहीं है ऐसा लाइव
That will come to know when we talk about Sanatana Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These are nations are different from Swayam Rupa. Every